Hello? It's still Halloween for me. I am already regretting scheduling this. Not for the Hakuoki, but because I'm really tired. I have a crap ton of fruit snacks. Oh, I have a crap ton of fruit snacks since I made my treat bags, which I couldn't get rid of all of them. And I've just been eating those. So, like I said, I don't think ENVTuber asked for this. I don't think ENVTuber wanted to watch me play an Otome game. Okay, Blackfire. Good luck with school. Right. Ugh. Okay, I don't know what just happened, but it just cut out of my ear. For some reason, the audio keeps cutting out of, the left side of my headphone. So hold on. I wonder if my headset's dying already. On stream too. No way. It was literally working fine up until I started streaming. Yeah, right ear. Oh, hold on. What? How do... Hello? Hold on. Y'all watch this while I figure this out. Alright. It's just in the right ear then. Don't know why. I am... Nah! You know what? No. We're not watching this. Not yet. Oh, God. I'm gonna figure this out. Yeah. Hold up. I wonder why it did that.
Hello, motherfucker.
Why did that go through my speakers? It did it again. Hold on. That scared me. I was like, who's in here? Wait, did you say Oh, you did. Oh, Pastor, thank you. Have a good night. Oh, my goodness. Hello, my motherfucker. Hello. I don't know why I said hello. That's not what I meant to say at all. Okay. Hello, my motherfucker. Can I hear it in both my ears this time? No. It sounds like it's in 2 ears, but no, it's not. Thanks for that. All right, so what did Oppressor say? Halloween Hana fact of the day. Did you know Hana actually acted alongside Jamie Lee Curtis? What am I saying? In the Halloween 2018 film. The film called Halloween? Acting as Laurie's daughter. I've never seen Halloween. She worked well alongside the cast and was set for a prominent acting debut. However, her career was cut short during the filming of a classic scene. Hana uttered a mantis battle cry of, like hell you're stabbing me, and went completely off script. You think you're gonna kill my character off? Think again. Why is there this? Hold on. I don't know why it's, Lahi? Why is it like this? I hate this. It's worse for the PSP, this audio lag. Alright, that's the closest we're gonna get it. If you don't know, Hakuoki is an otome game, a dating sim based on the Shinsengumi. Every single character does not look good to me. I do not want to date any of them. Man. I'm just dreading this. We all know it's reading. The way that these games play out, it's so cringy. Oh, I forgot to bring up my stream labels. Wow, Hakuoki. Wow, look at this. Look at all these guys you can pick from. I don't want to watch this. I feel like the more I watch it, the more I don't want to play. Alright, so I'm playing off my PSP. As y'all saw. So if you can't read anything, that's how it's supposed to be. Because I can't read anything either. God, can you hear that? Everything sounds like it's like... I was gonna say from the PlayStation 2, but that would make sense, wouldn't it? What's weird is that my PSP is Japanese, but obviously the game is in English. Use same name as before. Is this okay? No. My name... Oh, Chizuru. I thought her name was Chitose before. And how it goes... I have to put my actual name. You know, my actual name meaning bride, and I want to marry none of these characters. God. Yep. Wait, was I able to edit my family name? I guess not. This is a work of fiction. Mew! Hi, Mew. You say Chizuru's cute. Yeah. If you don't know anything about the Shinsengumi, that's fine. It was like a police force in old Japan in the 1860s. There you go. How was your Halloween? It was actually really boring and kind of disappointing. So this is Kyoto. I can't get... We gotta do it. It was awfully impressive. There was no denying it. Even the simple hellos between people passing in the street seemed warm and friendly. They nodded and smiled to one another almost as if they were family, not strangers about on errands.
Hello, motherfucker.
That's how I'm going through Kyoto, right? I'm just greeting everybody like that. I love the part where the Shinsengumi get obliterated by the Batosai. Are you thinking of Rurouni Kenshin? Still, there was something else as well, something that made the city feel strangely cold. Maybe it was the fact that we had no space heaters in the 1860s. Almost as though there was a great invisible wall shutting out anyone who wandered in from the country. Sumimasen! Sorry. It wasn't particularly comfortable, I have to admit. No, that's all in my head. Why am I talking to myself? I'm in a city full of people and I'm talking to myself? I had walked quite some distance to reach Kyoto, and it occurred to me that my mind and body were both very tired. Even so, tiredness was no reason for me to stand about feeling sorry for myself. I couldn't afford to, after all. I'm not remembering any of this. Excuse me? With new, albeit forced resolve, I tried to stop a passerby. Another one? I'm sorry, but I seem to be a bit lost. Could you What am I supposed to do now? Now I'm even more lost. That's basically what it said. I sighed and found myself looking up at the darkened sky. The sun was beginning to set. The people I'd spoken to hadn't been unkind, and they'd given me the directions I needed, but... couldn't he have chosen a better time to leave the city? Hey-ya. I think I'm actually allergic to this game. I know. You're... Oh, imagine if that was a thing. Sorry, I'm allergic to, like, FPS games. I can't play those. Imagine if that was a thing. Apart from my father, there was only one other person in the city who I could rely on. Dr. Matsumoto, right? Dr. Matsumoto was a doctor in service to the shogunate. I had never met him myself. Sorry, I'm just thinking about the fact that I'm playing an Otome game. This is literally going to get nowhere. This is... but my father put a great deal of trust in the man. No, I'm good. What do you mean I'm good? He had told me that if I should run into any trouble during his absence, I was to contact Dr. Matsumoto. I almost said Doctor this time. Unfortunately, Dr. Matsumoto was apparently out of town on business and would not return for some time. Was I too hasty? Perhaps I should have waited. Why do you talk to yourself? Ubu, have a good night. Thank you for stopping by at least. Good night. Am I planning on finishing a route? I don't know how long this game is. Huh? Holy crap. I know I tried to play a little bit before. Oh man, I forgot to edit the settings. Wait, maybe it's automatic. Maybe I can edit the settings later. True, it is rather rude to visit unannounced, but which was why I had sent a letter ahead of me. Of course, if he had been gone for very long, then he had almost certainly not read my letter. No. I have no idea how far we'll get tonight. Perhaps I thought I should have waited for a reply before traveling alone to a city I'd never seen. No, I'm not gonna play 8 hours. What the fuck, Gabe? I'm gonna play Hakuoki until the sun rises, huh? But no, I knew I could not have waited any longer. I can feel my PSP vibrating. You think that's the guy we can pick? Is something wrong, Father? He paused for a moment and looked at me. No, don't. One guy shows up in the game. Oh god, it's voiced. It seems I must go to the city of Kyoto for a time. Work again? He had been leaving the house often, then sometimes for days at a time. How long will you be gone? I'm afraid I can't say. A month perhaps, maybe 2. Thanks, Dad. Oh, there was no hiding my disappointment. Nonetheless, I wasn't a child anymore. I couldn't beg him not to go, or some other foolishness. Don't you dare. Yes, I'd be lonely, but I was much more worried for him. I'm feeling it. It's starting to do it. I don't know why. Please, Father, be careful. They say that the city of Kyoto is dangerous. He only smiled and nodded. You needn't fret. We picked our dad. Oh, it's the father. I will sure be to send you letters as often as I'm able, so that you will have no need to worry. Okay, you promise? Father kept his promise. A new letter arrived every day, and I scarcely had time to respond before another would arrive. He told me that he worried about me, at home all by myself. What am I getting stuck on here? Then the letters stopped. A whole month passed with no word from my father, and I began to worry. Can I just... What is this? Oh, that was an auto-progression. Father. Oh, I got rid of the chat box. That's what that was. I don't know what I'm doing. They say Kyoto is full of ronin. It's not a safe place. Usually a samurai is paid by their house, but Ronin with no house to report to often rob people in order to make ends meet. They're nothing more than violent criminals who hide behind the images of the samurai. Such is the state of the city of Kyoto, the city of Ronin. Yeah, I feel like I'm just reading a book to everybody. That's just how these games are, right? Yeah. Small wonder, then, that I worried for my father's safety. My mind would concoct horrible possibilities, and I inevitably found myself depressed and tense. First, I suppose I need to find a place to stay. Lost in thought, I hadn't noticed that night had already fallen. If I was honest with myself, I hadn't the first idea how long it might take to find my father. I'd taken some money with me, but it wasn't much. Enough to last me a month, I hoped, if I used it wisely. I can't. I don't want to do that. No. I'm glad y'all like it. I'm not gonna keep doing it. If I could find father in that time, so much... What just happened? So much the better. If not, hopefully Dr. Matsumoto would return before my funds ran out. Should I be unable to find either of them, then it seemed I would be forced to return home. What just happened? What did I clicked a button. Well, apparently it was nothing but monologuing, so apparently I skipped a bunch of text. It was completely useless. And now there's some guy going, "Hey, kid!" I think I pressed a button that I think squares the skip button. I think that was what happened. I was about to discover otherwise. Huh? Well, you see that? There was like 6. I spun around, and in the street in front of me there were 3 men, Ronin. Can I help you? Can I help you? It was it's a visual novel. But blah blah blah. I did my best to keep my voice calm as I reached in what I felt was a nonchalant way for my kodachi, our little knife. My father had made me take lessons in self-defense. I'd kept with them, and actually done rather well. My skill was enough to defend against most attacks. Then again, perhaps it was my confidence and my skill that had put me in this situation in the first place. Want me to press it from time to time? I messed up and let my guard down. My fault. There was a chance I could take them on and win, but there was 3 of them and 1 of me. Well, I'm glad I know what they look like, right? So I can feel the threat. Honestly, they're invisible, and I think that's probably what's scary here. I can't see them, and that's the problem. Pretty nice blade you got there, kid. Only then did I realize they were far more interested in my sword than they were in me. Toss the thing. They're ghosts? Oh, shit. Ah! Hold on. Ow. Where'd the music go? Oh. You know what? I don't know what happened since watching that Monchi clip. I think I got too comfortable. I was like, you know what? Burping? No, I don't want that to be me. Here's 5 USD, or in the years this shit's give me approximately 1,136 yen. Wait, what? Are you sure? That's only $11. Somehow the cost of money deflated. Gross Hana returns. No! I can't get too comfortable. I can't let y'all perceive me in such a way. Maybe when I go Solomon, I'll let my true colors fly. I forgot how to read. The yen is worth more now? Oh, okay, okay. And you'll probably think we give to Bubby to Airy. Airy! Looks like a bit much for a pup like this one, am I right? Give it here, okay? We'll use it to defend our country. Oh, Kodachi? But the sword wasn't just some blade I'd picked up. It had been passed down through my family for generations. There was no way I could give it to the Ronin. Unfortunately, I had a feeling they wouldn't understand. In such a situation, the best decision was undoubtedly to retreat. Retreat where? Where am I going? So I turned and I ran as fast as my legs would carry me. Hey, get back here, you little bastard! Gosh, they sure don't give up easily, do they? I felt like I'd been running for quite a while, but I could still hear the Ronin behind me, cursing loudly. I ducked into an alley and flattened myself against the wall. After deciding they weren't too close, I crept further into the alley. Someone had left a couple sheets of wood leaning against one of the houses. It was the perfect spot to hide. Look, it's exactly the plot of Rurouni Kenshin. Except Kenshin isn't a Otome game, so... With luck, I thought, as I knelt down to shuffle under them, this will get me out of this mess. Something was wrong. I'd expected to hear the Ronin yelling at each other, looking for me, but... yelling to each other, not yelling at each other. Seconds turned into minutes, and I heard nothing. No, my hiding spot! You gave away our location. God damn it, Neapolitan. Seconds turned into minutes, and I heard nothing. I was about to sneak out and have a look when... Oh. Ah! They began to scream. What? What? My plan to investigate was immediately halted. Thank you, Shinso. I thought about getting rid of all of my sound redeems except for the scream one for today. I decided against it, of course. Oh, hold on. My charger's not charging. Oh, this music's kind of fun, though, actually. Oh, it's not charging because it's not plugged in. Hold on, I'm dumb. My charger is, like, very, very weak for some reason. It comes unplugged very easily. That scared you. Remaining silent and hidden was clearly more important. Still. Damn you! What is this? Why won't you? Why won't you die? Damn it, we gotta get out of here! I almost poked myself in the eye. It was then that true fear began to set in. There was something out there. Something quite possibly lethal. The possibilities were... Well, my imagination conjured up no shortage of gruesome theories. I do? Wow. Even so, I could feel that itch of curiosity. I wanted to know what was out there. Wow. And this is how you become the star of an Otome game, isn't it? Slowly, carefully, I edged up to the corner and looked out. Cold moonlight glared back at me from the bare blade of a drawn sword. My eyes followed... I disconnected my headphones. I can't hear anything. I don't even know if y'all can hear that. Hold on. My headphones disconnected. I can't hear a ding. Buh. There we go. Now I can hear things. Hold on. I heard a sound that I thought was my old chair. And that's what scared me for a second. This music's kind of like... Eh? There we go. This music's kind of spooky. Let's see. My eyes followed the blade up to the arm that held it, clad in a coat of light blue. Had this person saved me? Yeah, right? But no sooner had it appeared that hope was dashed. Help! I could hear the Ronin beg for his life as he stumbled back. The person in the blue coat said nothing, just stepped forward, his sword raised. Oh, yummy. Can some bug do the thing so I don't have to? It costs money though. It's 100 bits. Not that one. He's not screaming from that end. That's not the right one. We already skipped it. That scared the shit out of me. I almost choked. Pinata, thank you. Oh my god, y'all. Not every. No, stop it. You don't play every sound effect. A high screeching laugh cut through the man's scream. The blade fell through the air, more like a butcher's cleaver than a sword. No technique, no skill, just death. That's how I do it, right? The scream turned suddenly wet, caught, and disappeared, like the air leaving the half-empty bellows. My eyes went wide. I just watched a murder. A murder? In Kyoto? In the capital? No way. Whatever strength adrenaline had given me was suddenly gone. My legs gave way and I crumbled to the ground. It's really cool that we can actually see what's happening here, right? I think that's pretty cool. Games like this are amazing. They really put you in the world. They make you so tense with the imagery that they give you. I'll fucking do it again. My eyes had gone so wide I thought they might never close. The Ronin, what was that? The Ronin had died with the first blow, but as I watched the blades kept falling, carving deep lines into the corpse. The soft slip of a blade through flesh, the crack as it struck bone, the silent creep of blood across ground. Yo, that's a bit one? Holy crap. Whoever paid 100 bits for that E in Tales of the Abyss really did a good job, I think. I felt nothing from them but madness. E. The production value is incredible, I know, right? Wasn't it Shinso? Yeah, probably. Their only desire was raw animal violence. Whatever they were, it wasn't human. What is raw animal violence? They were broken. I could feel my throat closing up. I couldn't breathe. A warm, dark smell brushed against my face. It took me a moment to recognize the coppery tank of blood. An icy bolt of fear ran down my spine, crawling its way out into my limbs and freezing me in place. I was terrified. What was I going to do? What could I do? You have to run, Hanayome, I told myself. I forced my jaw open and drew a ragged breath. This was the only chance I'd get. I had to. I feel like running would, you know... You idiot. That's why. That's why you wouldn't run. They weren't even... as far as I'm aware. Because we're not shown anything. This was around the corner and not near you. Oh my god. But my body, still numb with fear, was less than responsive. I lurched sideways into the wood stacked against the building. With a rough clatter, it collapsed. Ew, look at them. The creatures turned their blue coats drenched in blood, hideous grins. Look, we finally see something. Hideous grins split their inhuman faces and they shook with animal excitement. Animal excitement. Like a chihuahua on a rainy day at finding fresh prey to slaughter. I had to run. I couldn't die yet, but my legs refused to move. Your legs decided to die today. That hideous, cackling laughter began again. I was going to die. Pickle, don't leave me. Before I go raw animal violence on your ass. I love you, puppy. My body was frozen with terror and I couldn't even scream. That was it. Or this was it. This is the end. I watched them raise their bloody swords, the moon glinting off the metal. And there was somebody pee-peed. And there was a flash of light and the soft splash of blood. I could feel it warm and sticky. Oh, is it your blood? Ew. Bile began to rise in my throat. But before disgust took hold, I heard a voice. A bleh. Oh god, there's two of them. Great.
Oh no, he's hot!
That is, Okita and, hold on. I'll remember. Okita Soji up front. And who's the other one? What the fuck? What? I know them! I know their names! Hold on, I'll before they tell me, I'll figure it out so I can be like big brain. His name also starts with an S. I keep thinking Saizo, but that's not it. I give up. I don't care anymore what his name is. Really? The words suggested disappointment, but the voice sounded happy. Shinso? No, his name's not Shinso. His name is Saito! Hajime Saito, I think. I think that's Hajime Saito. Anyway, I was close with Saizo. And here I was planning to take care of them all on my own. Couldn't you have picked another day to work so fast, Saito? I was right! As he spoke, the strange man smiled, almost as if he were enjoying himself. See, I got his last name right too. Wait, which one's the first name? I think Hajime is the last name, but I don't know, I'm dumb, so we'll find out. Yeah, I think Saito's the first name. I only did my job. Like you, I take no pleasure in battle. Well, that's not a very nice thing to say. He laughed. Y'all, I'm standing here covered in blood. Y'all just gonna keep talking to each other? We don't even bother to deny it. Or you don't even, whatever. The man called Saito sighed with the air of a long-suffering companion and looked over at me. Oh my god. Oh, excuse me. If anything, God, they're all ugly. I don't think any of them look good. They look like basic Otome characters, and I don't think they look attractive at all. Maybe if you just sat back and let them kill her, you could have saved us some trouble. What? His tone was light, but his words confirmed my fears. I had left the frying pan, yes, but now it was in the fire! The CG looked better, even though it wasn't much. Are you talking about that cinematic at the beginning? Yeah, there's a whole anime for this, and I tried watching it, and I was just like, dead-eyed the whole time. Like, I was like, I know this is an Otome game. You can tell. You can tell when you watch an Otome anime and you have no prior context or any idea about it if it's an Otome game. Like, I think Diabolical Lovers, I was like, hell yeah, I love vampires. And then it's like, I'm watching the first episode, it's a female protagonist, and then suddenly she's like in a world of men, and I'm like, it's an Otome game. You can just tell. Oh, the image before. Oh, okay. Perhaps that decision was not ours to make. Huh? Huh? You got something to say to me, punks? Then there was someone in charge of these two. Their conversation seemed to suggest they were part of an organization of some sort. As I thought about it, I remembered hearing stories of a group of men with blue coats. Nandato! Something like that. Perhaps. My thoughts were interrupted by a dark shape sliding into view. They knocked me out. Oh, it's Hijikata! I remember that one. He's also not attractive. Oh. I swallowed hard. A gulp. The moonlight shone off his smooth, dark hair for reasons I couldn't fathom. In that moment, the light on his hair made me think of fluttering flower petals. Almost as if the cherry trees were blooming out of season. What? How? Where'd you get that imagery from? What the fuck? Luck is not your friend tonight. His voice was cold and quiet, like a blade of ice. You know, I can't remember Hijikata's last name. Maybe Hijikata was his first name. Toshizo Hijikata. There we go. I remembered. I told y'all before I was Shinsengumi fan, right? But not the Hakuoki Shinsengumi. Blue-white moonlight lit his slender face and shone from the blade he held pointed at my chest. Out of the 3 that we've seen so far, who do y'all like? We've only seen 3 so far. We've seen Okita, we saw Saito, and we see Hijikata right here. But it wasn't the sword that made my breath catch in my throat. Ow! I hurt my jaw just now. It was his eyes. They were fierce and hard, but somewhere behind them I could catch a glimpse of something else. There could be no doubt that he was prepared to kill me, and yet he looked troubled. No kindness, but perhaps mercy? Run, and I will kill you. Do you understand? What? Why am I being held hostage? I nodded. There was no doubt he'd meant every word he said. He stared at me for a moment, then grimaced, and with a sigh put his sword away. Pickle! Pickle. I forgot how to call a cat ever. There we go. Puppy. Oh, what? I was too surprised to stop myself from speaking. She literally said that out loud. What? I actually thought this was the same other guy with similar hair. No, this is Hijikata. And it quickly became apparent that I wasn't the only one. Oh, there's Okita. Why is he taller than Hijikata? Wait, Hijikata, are you sure about this? This kid saw, well, everything. That can't be good. I don't know why I gave him that accent. As he spoke to the man he called Hijikata, his eyes narrowed. The man called Hijikata frowned back at him. Shut up. That was a lot of words for shut up. If you keep that up, you know what we're going to have to do. We're gonna have to remove your brain from between your ears. I wasn't sure what they had meant. But it was clear enough that what I'd seen was something they'd wanted to keep hidden. I can't read. Still, the more they said, the more I understood, despite the fact that none of us wanted such a thing. Yo, I already forgot about the events. I really think it's gonna come back to bite us in the ass if we let this kid go. I guess that's the thing. That's just how Okita talks now, right? I'm just imagining Chizuru or whatever her name is just like screaming randomly while they're talking. And for no reason. There's like absolutely no reaction. She's just kind of like... Ah! Just like that. Anyway. Wait, your redeem scared you, or my scream scared you? Anyway, the way he looked at me made me feel as if he'd read my mind. both scared you? Perhaps it would be best if I didn't think too hard about things I wasn't supposed to think about. So we should just kill people so they don't bother us later. No, I'll decide what we're going to do with this kid when we get back. Do I have to go? Saito's so small. I agree with the commander. If we wait here, we're likely to be seen again. The man they'd called Saito spoke with quiet confidence. They glanced around, possibly looking for other witnesses. Then he looked down at the creature he'd killed, almost as though he'd forgotten the whole ordeal. If they have this sort of reaction to blood, then they don't seem like they'll be very practical. Damn. Damn! I didn't think they'd gotten this bad. Voifix, thanks for following me. And Hakuoki, woo! Hakuoki, woo! He peered down at the corpse's face in a motionless mask. When he looked back up at his companions, however, his eyes narrowed. You did this. As for you two, drop the Hijikata and Commander stuff. We're supposed to be keeping a low profile. Oh, sorry, Mr. Random Guy that we've never seen, or that they have never seen before. I've apparently never seen you before either. What? Come on, you can't be serious. You don't think our blues are a bit of a giveaway already? Oh, he kinda right, though. He kinda right. Imagine... Imagine a cop in uniform trying to, you know, chastise two other cops in uniform about talking about that they're cops, but also saying that they're supposed to be undercover. I don't think you're doing a good job then, sir. You're supposed to be undercover. Did I quick save? What was that? Oh. They kind of look the same. Who are we talking about? Are you talking about Saito and Hijikata? Is this The Departed? What are you talking about? He was right, even though I heard stories about a gang of cruel men in blue coats who cut people down in the streets. But, what? Okino looks nothing like the other two. His hair's brown and short. No, don't think. Ignore them. Oh, maybe she's not thinking out loud when she does that. What do you mean exactly? Saito is more babyface than Hijikata. Remove their hair and they all look like the dad. I did my best to be stern with myself, but it came out sounding more pleading than commanding. My mind swirled with thoughts and worries. I was being drawn into the world. A world where there's nothing strange at giving me your money. Satanta Nobu, thank you for donating Merry Crimbus. Thank you for donating $5. $5. How dare you? The dad looks great. Damn. A world where there's nothing strange to carry on a normal conversation in dead of night. My corpses will come for you. Well, what should we do with the bodies then? There doesn't seem to be any physical signs, but... physical signs of what? What? Hijikata thought for a moment before he spoke. They look nothing alike. Just take their blues. He totally said Haori, but okay. Yamazaki can deal with the rest. As you wish. What is that emote? Another man cut down on the street, huh? Doing a great job, aren't we? Stop saying yawn, you're making me yawn. Yawn. He gave it a derisive bark of laughter. As long as we keep our mouths shut, I don't think anyone will connect us with this. He looked directly at me when he spoke, and I got the distinct feeling that his words weren't for his companions. It was common for people to be murdered in Kyoto. It was a dangerous city after all. I knew that, of course. But to see it happen, that was something else entirely. Yawn. If death was such an easy thing in Kyoto, I thought, then the city itself must surely be mad. Nom nom nom.
ねえところでさ
Nah.
助けてあげたのに
God, some of the yawning is making my throat really dry. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh yes, we did save you, didn't we? Aren't you going to thank us? I think I'm being threatened, though. Oh, okay, I drink again. Thanks, Shinso. Okay, real quick. Did I tell y'all who have been y'all, those of y'all who've been watching like Buddy Fight with me in Discord? Y'all remember every time I say y'all, especially after talking with like a southern drawl with the fucking Soji for some reason. In Buddy Fight, there's that monster jackknife, right? But he's one of my favorite monsters. I have two whole decks about him. Anyway, in Gate Ruler, which was the other card game made by the creator of Buddy Fight, there's a card that looks just like Jackknife, except his name is Gladerian for some reason. You're scarred by that scene. I don't know which one you're talking about. But anyway, so the Gate Ruler card that looks like Jackknife, but isn't, it says, my distant friend, I will pay homage to your achievements by following in your footsteps. I too shall become a buddy to an Earthling. And I was like, oh, I thought it was so cute. Oh, the Gold Ritter one? Mm-hmm. Just talking about a children's card game in the middle of my stream. I'll be right back. A quick second. My eyeballs hurt. I think my eyelashes keep falling into my eye. One sec. I I had to get something out of my bed and I did not want to get back out of it. All right. Huh? I didn't realize immediately that he was speaking to me. When I did, my eyes went wide. What do you mean you saved me? I think there's something actually in my eye. Well, he did have a point. Despite their threats, they saved my life. I stood up as steadily as I could manage, brushed some of the dirt off my clothes and bowed. Thank you very much. Ah! My eye! My nose is running too now. Oh, almost lost my balance. Damn, y'all. This might have to end sooner than I wanted it to. I apologize for not thinking you earlier. There was so much going on. I was a little confused. Oh. Like, literally, something's in my eye and I'm struggling to keep it open. But VTube can't capture it for some reason. I glanced up at them, tentatively. The man called Saito was showing some confusion of his own. His eyes were wide and he had an expression I couldn't place. Hijikata looked as though he had taken a bite of something sour. I know it seems weird to say that, but he told me I should say thanks, so I looked up. Saito and Hijikata were both looking pointedly at I misread this. I thought it was starting to say that Hijikata and Saito were both pointing and laughing at her. I was like, what the fuck? They would not. We're looking pointedly at anything but me, and the third man was shaking with laughter. Oh man, well, my apologies. I certainly did tell you to, didn't I? I felt like his accent got a little bit more harsh. They're called tears on it. Why would I be crying? No, my eye feels dry or like there's something in it. He broke out in laughter again, so much so that he was forced to wipe a few tears from his eyes as he straightened up. What's so funny, you fucking idiot? What are you laughing at so hard that you're crying? What a stupid head. Oh, you're welcome. I'm Soji Okida. It's nice. Oh, sorry, I forgot his accent. Nice to see a kid who knows how to be polite. My bad. Forgot he lost it when he said his name. Thank you for helping me. Not quite sure what else to do. I bowed again. What the hell do you think you're doing, Okida? Commander, I understand your concerns, but we must move. Whatever mirth I might have inspired on, the man called Saito spoke with quiet urgency. Hijikata nodded. The man who called himself Okida grabbed hold of my wrist, gave me a smile, and began to lead me down the street. Oh, now I'm prisoner. They have grabbed me without my want or consent. And this is how it goes now. Let me see where let me see where he's from. I don't think he's from Osaka. No, he was born in Edo. Anyway. His grip was a touch too tight to be friendly, his fingers like iron cables around my arm. There was no question about my situation. If I ran, I would die, quickly at least, but still. Even if I did as I was told, my life was in the hands of these strange men. I set my jaw and stood up as straight as I could. My eyes met those of Saito as he looked up from the blood-stained coat. I saw the sound pop up and I was like, I'm not looking. If it's a scream, it's a scream. No, it was E. He grabbed my arm and the one thing he said to me, E. E for Edo. It would be best if you prepared for the worst. I doubt this would end well for you. What? What? Why? Why? Why not just kill me now then? His words were like a dagger in my stomach. I thought it said dagger in my mouth, and I was like, what? What was going to happen to me? Was I going to die? As we walked through the old Kyoto night, I felt horror begin to crawl its way up through my spine once again. The cause of my horror wasn't the gruesome end that almost certainly awaited me, but something else entirely. A dagger in my stomach. Yeah, I got it. I'd spoken with these men and watched them speak to one another, not feet from a still warm corpse soaked in blood. That I had done such a thing terrified me in an altogether different way. Perhaps I thought this is what it's like to go mad. Wow. That's boring, but okay. My eye! My eye won't stop! Oh, we did it. Chapter 1. That was chapter 0? How do I quit the game? How do I quit? How do I stop? Ugh. I want to stop the game. Oh! I did it again. Was it morning? I might. Is quick saving all I have? What had happened to me? I guess. Right. All at once, the events of the previous night rushed back. If only this was my room, I thought. What if birds actually sounded like this? Tyler? Who's Tyler? Oh. They've stopped. They heard me. They heard me talking shit about them. They do? They sound muffled? Like they're in a PSP game? What's a Tyler? Oh, okay. My bad. I don't think I've heard a bird sound like that, but okay. They had me tied up quite well, so all I could do was wriggle around in bed, twisting the blankets around me. I wished pointlessly I knew that I were back home. What? Waking up in my warm futon. If only this were all a strange nightmare. Damn it. Yeah. Can I just stop here? Can I stop the game? I want to go to my own bed. Oh, fast forward. What do all these buttons do on my thing? Oh, load a data file. No. Is that it? Is that all I get? Not a single other button does things? I don't know. Hold on. I don't want to have to experience this all over again. Hakuoki. Oh, hold on. Oh, I found it. First, this. Love animation is off, I think. Okay, we want it off. Anyway. I think that's it. That's all I want. Wait, how do I save? Oh, it's right there. Make an actual save point. I don't even know how far I got when I originally played this game. What the fuck? Wait, does that say 22 hours? No way. No. 2017! What the fuck? I played this. No way. Nuh-uh. No. I haven't even had this game for. Oh my god, maybe I have. Oh no. Anyway, goodbye. Look, I made it to chapter 2 and it was 22 hours in. The fuck? No. Okay, something's not right. That's not 22 hours. That's 22 minutes. Okay. Holy fuck. I was about to say, I have not been playing for 6 hours. Wait, I haven't been playing for 6 minutes either. What is with this time? What? Does that mean time of day? Why? What? Oh yeah, it's the time, because my PSP has the time set to 8:28. What? Weird. I was about to scream. Alright. Let's go see if we can raid some bug. Why would that ever matter? I don't know. They're like, hey, how you feeling on this Friday that you played at 10 in the morning? Or 10 in the afternoon. Evening. Well, that was fun. You saw 3 of the guys. There's like 5 more, maybe less. Maybe less. I played a whole hour, y'all. Don't work too hard without me. Now we all know that Hana was playing Hakuoki at 10 p.m. No. There's 6? Oh. There's only, we already met the first 3. I kind of want to look at this. These are going to be every single screen. Don't raid me. No, we're playing a phone. Y'all,
This is not a bunny.
wait.
Uh-oh. Oh gosh, sorry.
What was that? What is that? Who was that? Thank you for the follows. Man. I'm here for the romance games, alright? Man. Songbirds, Raven, Mew, thank you for the raid. I was straight up about to quit, but now I gotta. Oh, that was Moon Bunny. Oh, miss her. Let's see who just followed. We got Trunks, we got Kanalik, Aftershock, Pickles of War, Beef of Destiny, Varys and Claire. Who just followed? Was that Varys and Claire? Yeah, okay. It's updating. I was about to leave because I cannot handle these games. But instead, I guess since we've been raided, I gotta continue. I am playing Hakuoki, which is a terrifying game for Halloween, right? It is an Otome game where, if you don't know what an Otome game is, it's a dating sim. It's a visual novel. It's a book where you have to appeal to a character and date them somehow. My goal is to actually not go out with any of them. That is my goal. I don't want to go out with a single character. I have it set so that it does not show if I'm appealing to a character. It's single for life. They're just all ugly, honestly. I don't care about any of them. So let's get back to it. When we started, we're only in chapter 1 now. We were in chapter 0. When we started, our character, Hanayome Yukimura, had encountered a feisty murder, and then another murder on top of that murder. Some people are just spinsters. I don't even know what that means. And then she got taken hostage by the second murderers, which happened to be the Shinsengumi. And then if you don't know what the Shinsengumi are, they were a police force in the late 1860s or the 1880s, I think. Who needs any of them when you have Grahatia? See, I'm not attracted to Grahatia. Emmerich is my wife. Oh, I forgot to actually say anything. Hello, everybug. My name is Hanayome Kamakiri. I am an Orchid Mantis. I am an avid Final Fantasy XIV player. I know Raven and Mew pretty good. Pretty good. I'm in their group for maybe I shouldn't have brought it up because I suddenly don't remember what it is. Something wins, right? The writing wins. That's not right either. Something wins. But it's a Final Fantasy reference, right? Reference, not reference. Where are we, church? Eternal Winds, thank you very much. That's it. Thanks, Pinata. It's a good thing I'm in this group and not you, right? So anyway, we got taken hostage. I keep blinking. I'm sorry. And I stopped right here. If only this were all a very strange nightmare. But it was not. If you don't know what an otome game is, they are mostly visual novels. As far as I'm aware, they're all visual novels, so it's literally just a book. Maybe sometimes you'll have the character, the quote-unquote attractive character pop up on screen, and then it'll be a feast for your eyes, but not for me. I don't like any of them. I had met with those men the night before, and they had taken me with them to the headquarters of the Shinsengumi. I'm glad it didn't end, because I was going to probably raid the Songbirds too. What will happen to me now? Oh, Pickle Support! Oh, thank you, voice bubbing with Prime Gaming. Thank you very much. I was like, what the heck is a Zoman? Oh my god. I sighed and laid down to await my fate. Why would your fate happen in the morning? They would have just killed you then. It was at that moment that the door slid open and a kind-looking man stepped through. Then what am I looking at right now? Is the door not already open? Oh. Can we date this guy? I see you've woken up. With a soft smile, he introduced himself as Inoue. Why do you keep playing that? Inoue. Genzaburo. I don't know this one. Sorry we have to treat you this way. Hold on a moment, I'll loosen the ropes, alright? Y'all waited till after I've awoken from sleep time? Contestant number 4. Holy shit, yeah, his voice isn't bad. His smile quirked as he removed my ropes, working quickly and skillfully. My wrists, however, were left bound. I would lose my mind if my wrists were stuck together. Thank you. I bowed and he let out a short laugh. There was no laugh there, but okay. Now if you'll follow me. It's time for the seppuku. They've been discussing what to do with you since morning. Or now, they've ordered to hear exactly what it was you saw last night. I saw Moido and then I saw a second Moido. That's it. I nodded and did my best to stand up. My body's still a bit unsteady after being tied up all night. Also, I can't read, so welcome for that. I hope you'll enjoy this. The man who called himself Inoue was very polite and almost kind, but it was quite clear that I was to do as I was told. He must have been able to guess my thoughts because he smiled at me and winked. Not unlike the winking I've been doing uncontrollably. By samurai standards, he is good looking somewhat. No, his noggin's too big, his cranium. His brain is huge. I don't think that's very attractive at all by samurai standards. You don't need to worry. I know they seem scary, but they're all very, very nice. Yeah. Very nice, huh? Oh. I wasn't sure what to think of that. Even at home, I'd heard rumors of the vicious Shinsengumi. Why does this guy have more personality than the other two? I don't know if smiling and being kind is enough of a personality compared to the other characters, to be honest. I don't think having only being kind is any different from only being very dull. Okay, that's personality is okay. They weren't pleasant rumors. It was hard to imagine that the people in charge of such an organization were nice. Show me the guy. Inoue led me to a room and opened the door. I stepped inside and found myself surrounded by the leaders of the Shinsengumi. It's very stark. Ain't no bug smiled in the 1860s. Smiling wasn't in... Wait, when was smiling invented? Hold on. 1853. Smiling was just invented. So, it is still a new concept, I think. Their eyes dug into me like so many knives. I froze just past the threshold and swallowed. Gulp? Oh god! I don't know why I said oh god. I think it's because he's not wearing the hawari. Good morning. I hope you slept well. No. I did not. Why does my eye keep winking? It makes it seem like I'm not being serious. No, I didn't sleep well at all. I don't know what that means. I remembered him, Okita. Perhaps it was because I was surrounded by strange men, but it was somehow comforting to see a face I'd recognized. That man has a bimbus. He's got gazongers hanging out in public. Well, this isn't public, actually, so. Even if it was the face of a rather frightening man who was almost certainly willing and able to kill me. Well, I mean, I can kill myself, too. It doesn't mean I'm hot. I don't think that's what she said anyway, so I don't know what I'm getting at. Well, it wasn't particularly comfortable. Also, what is this music? Why does it not loop? I chose my words carefully. Hang. Villagers. Minecraft villager sound effect. His face twisted sideways into a grin. Because when I went to have a look at you earlier, you didn't budge no matter what I poked. What? Hello? Stranger danger! Okita's grin widened as my face turned red. Okay, we're not going near this guy. Saito rolled his eyes. Saito, save me! He's only teasing you, so you didn't go anywhere near your room. What a freak! Sorry. Just yell at Soji, calling him a freak to his face. Quite silent, I stared at Okita. With his grin still playing about his face, he glanced over at Saito. Oh, I just wanted to see you squirm a little. Also, my accent for Okita is completely irrelevant to my intention for his character. It just happened by accident, and I kept it that way. Not very nice of you, Hajime, calling me out like that. I don't think Saito did anything wrong. You, on the other hand. Saito literally did nothing wrong. Shut it, you sound like a bunch of kids. Well, isn't Okita and, like, Saito, like, one of the youngest members? Hijikata's voice brooked no further unsubordination. I can't read that, that's a big word. This music kinda sucks! It's an Otome game, Pinata, what do you want? Okita shrugged and was silent, but the smile stayed in his eyes. Saito did nothing wrong. Oh, this voice. Who is this character? His name is Baby. I feel like it starts with a T. Who's the buddy fight card? Who's the buddy fight card for this person? Oh, my phone's not connected. Oh, my phone's not connected. Hold on. Tanjiro. Holy crap. No, his name. Ah! Oh, fuck. Now I'm thinking Hijikata's name. We'll find out. I don't even care anymore. So, Hijikata, this is your witness! It's the stupid ponytail baby right there. It's the ponytail baby. Honestly, I don't remember any of these other characters. I think the one on the left is his name isn't never mind, I forget. The man who spoke was, well, he looked more like a boy than a man. Okay, we can't romance him because he's a child. Hadanosuke? Hadanosuke? I think Nosuke is in his name. Harambe! Oh my god, it's Harambe. We're marrying Harambe. Wait, marrying? Is that a thing in this game? I'd imagine the leaders of the Shinsengumi to be old or at least middle-aged men, but they all looked quite young. In fact, they looked rather like a group of young thugs. He's a real stick, huh? Just a kid. Eh? Todo! His name was Todo. That's right. Wait, how did you know? Oh, okay. Tauto. I said it starts with a T, right? I was close. The other guy though. The other guy on the left. He uses a spear, right? I keep wanting to think Hajime Saito. It's not Saito. Obviously, we already know that. On our way back from my bed, Hinoe had given me a brief description of the people I was about to meet. Supposedly, Toto was the youngest captain in the Shinsengumi. Hondo. Hondo? No. Wait, maybe. No, I don't think so. There is a Kondo. You're calling him a kid? Oh, no, Hesuke is Toto. I'm an idiot. Hesuke Toto. No. Imagine I'm thinking of Hesuke though for the H name. You're calling him a kid, Hesuke? That's rich. He chuckled as he spoke, but the way he looked at me suggested that there was little he missed despite his humor. Harada Sanosuke. You got it. Thank you. It's Sanosuke I'm thinking of. The one on the left. The one on the left is Sanosuke. Harada. I did remember a ske. I was like, Harasuke? No, that's not right. We did it. Let's go home. Now who's the guy in the back? His name is Jeff. Right, you aren't anybody else, but the two of you just look like another pair of scrawny little brats. The man from across from him nodded with brows drawn, as if he was quite serious about the subject. However, I remembered Inoue telling me that two of the men in particular were somewhat immature. Oh, Nagakura. Shinpachi. Right? To put it nicely, he had said that the one with short hair was Nagakura and the other with the long hair was Harada. Nagakura. Okay. And leave off, you grumpy old bastards. The hell I will, boy. Boy! Sheesh! You think you can get away with talking to us like that? Besides, I'm hardly mature enough to be called old. Shinpachi, maybe. But not me. I've already forgotten whichever character is who. You son of a bitch. I thought we were friends. Ain't no making friends in the Shinsengumi. Oh my god, stop talking to each other! Can't you see I'm about to get the seppukud? Y'all are annoying me. I'm sorry. Ahaha, come on, Shin. Wouldn't an adult get so worked over something like that? Sorry, they're pissing me off. They're so annoying. They're literally staring at me while they go, shut the fuck up. Their back and forth had the feel of a routine that long predated my arrival, but they couldn't quite hide the odd and inquisitive glance in my direction. Seppuku, then you get your head chopped off. Yeah, I think I'd rather have that happen than sit here and listen to these stupid heads. I could sense something other than simple curiosity, though, a feeling of animosity or resentment, perhaps. Yeah, and it was coming from myself. Despite their cheerful levity, they had not forgotten my presence among them. Suddenly, I wanted very much to go home. Well, if there's only 6 interests, that's all of them. We already met them. All in the very beginning. I wanted to leave that place and never return. Actually, that might not be all of them now that I think about it. My chest tightened and I looked down at the floor, hoping that I might just wake up from at home in my bed. I've never played this game before, so I actually have no clue. This is, the traitor. Yamanami. That's it. Yamanami. Is it Yamanami? Is he the traitor?
Oh, no, he's hot!
Okay, I mean, if you're into... He's not ugly. I apologize for all this frightening behavior. Please don't give them the pleasure of unsettling you. Too late. Ah! His voice was calm and warm, and I felt myself relax, even if only a little. He looks like a villain. Well, I don't know in the context of, and whatever. Are you serious? You're the scariest out of all of us, Sanan. His name is Sanan? Yamanami? Is that his name? Is he Yamanami? Or is that something else? Now I've gotta look this up. Well, it is him, but his name's not Sanan, so now I'm confused. Kesuke. There was the faintest trace of a smirk on Hijikata's lips. As he finished speaking, the rest of the men nodded solemnly in agreement. I found it hard to believe this man could be as scary as they all seemed to think. Oh, how crude. I can understand their feelings, but that even our demon of a commander could think so. Should think so. The man called Sanan smiled as he spoke and leaned back, his repose delivered. Hijikata said nothing, but his own smile did not leave his face. I hate reading. It's Kondo! You're lucky to have a friend like Sanan, Toshi. Hijikata and Sanan had sounded so cold when they'd spoken to one another. But what? I could not. I can't read. Not what I would have called friendly. Have a good night, Shinzo. I assume I play don't know he's hot for every new character. One just popped up. Still, the man who had spoken had certainly sounded as though he had thought they were friends. My apologies. I haven't introduced myself. I am Isami Kondo, chief of the Shinsengumi. The most important man of the Shinsengumi, then. Oshi over there is the commander, and Sanan is our colonel. Thanks, Pinata. Kondo, why are you telling him all this? Who? Why do you think it's a bad idea? I love how Kondo is always portrayed as just like, just kind of being aloof and friendly and goofy. Or weird, like in Gintama. In memory of Shinso. Well, unless you really think this kid needs to know all our secrets, maybe you should keep your mouth shut. Nagakura Shinpachi, are you the leader of the Shinsengumi? I don't think so! Stay in your lane, sir. See, none of these characters are attractive. Toto literally looks like a baby, but he's almost the same height as the other guy. That was a translation error? Wait, which one? Exactly, why bother anyway? We don't know this kid anything. No, it wasn't a translation error. It's a spoiler, actually. Harada glanced over at Kondo and let out a bark of laughter. What is with your outfit? You look ugly. True, but it's not like telling him will hurt us. Why did you say him and then him? Hurt. Fuck. I can't read. Kondo had looked rather disappointed when Hijikata spoke, but he perked up at Harada's words. I'd scarcely known him for 5 minutes, but already I could see that he was well liked by this man. He had that sort of charisma that simply drew you in, a man who was impossible to hate. Well, let's get back to the business at hand. Can you run through what happened last night? Kondo's glance moved to Saito, who gave a small nod and began to speak. I love books. Are y'all... Why do they look like alley cats rather than Shinsengumi, right? Do y'all think that, that visual novels are games? Last night when we were on patrol, when we encountered some wandering Ronin. They drew steel, so we fought. Some of our men subdued the Ronin, but in doing so, exposed their failure. As he finished, Saito turned to look at me. I didn't do shit! I swallowed and forced my mouth to open. I didn't see anything. Hijikata softened a little at my response, but Saito remained expressionless, and the smile on Okida's face didn't change. I played Muvlov. I don't know what Muvlov is. Huh? You sure you didn't see anything? Yes, I didn't see anything. I hope that if I said it enough times, they might start to believe me. Really? Well, if that's true, then I don't see what the problem is. Thanks, Toto. You're a real pal. Hold on a minute. I thought Soji said you helped out some of our men or something. What? No, that's not true. I glanced over at Okita, but his smile hadn't changed. Whatever he was thinking was a mystery to me. I was running away from the Ronin. And then some people in Shinsengumi uniforms showed up. Really, they sort of rescued me. Oh. And that means he saw them slicing up those Ronin, right? Oops. You fucking idiot. I saw nothing. Actually, I saw everything, and here's what I saw. You fucking idiot! I couldn't exactly deny that. But I knew if I just shut up then, they'd know for sure that I was lying. What? I would have had to seen everything. Didn't she feel blood on her? They took her. They could have seen the blood. There's no way she couldn't have seen it if she didn't get blood on her. If she got blood on her, I meant. I remember my favorite visual novel that I can't mention from experience. The first chapter was literally 15 hours of content. Holy crap. So in other words, you actually saw everything. The whole ugly business. I was completely at a loss. You've got an honest heart. That's not really a bad thing, but... Do I? I literally just tried to lie to y'all twice. I wasn't sure what to make of Harada's words. My presence had not been a good thing for the Shinsengumi. Would their next words be the ones that condemned me to death for being in the wrong place at the wrong time? My voice shook, but I knew I had to try. What the shit? I won't tell anyone, I promise. It seems unlikely this attack was mere chance. Then again, I have no reason to think you're an enemy either. Why would you think I'm an enemy? Even if you do not intend to tell anyone, you could be captured, interrogated. I doubt you could withstand torture. I don't know what a whimper sounds like. Watashi derogatory. His voice was still warm, but his words were cold, and I began to feel my chances at life slip away. It's easy for you to stay quiet, but if someone should try to coerce you, you have no reason to keep your secrets. Keep our secrets. Okay, then keep your secrets. We don't have any kind of guarantee that you'll keep your word. It wouldn't be very smart to just let you go. Well, then why the fuck y'all tell me everything? They had a point, but... Let's just kill the kid. You're just gonna say this right in front of my face? Y'all should have decided this while I was sleeping and I wouldn't have to worry about it. You want to keep someone quiet, that's the only way, a sure way. I just completely got rid of the accent I gave him. The whimper is a villager, but more sad. Is that it then? But I looked desperately at Kondo, who gave Okita a reproving look, whatever that means. Don't be so cold, Soji. What do we gain by murdering a civilian? Your secret's kept is my guess. Okita's smile disappeared and he looked down at the floor. Don't give me that look, I was just kidding. I'm not even bothering to sit here and listen to their words. Can I turn this off, actually? Hold on. Ah, here we go. That was weird. Oh, that scared me. IDK, how I feel that every time you say Okita, I can only think of your 14 character. I love Okita. Okay, there we go. I got really confused for a second. Then perhaps it should have sounded like it. Okita made an attempt at a derisive snort and looked intently at a wall, his face slightly red. But surely there must be something we could do. After all, we're talking about a child. A child, my dear. I have no wish to kill him either, but we can't discount the chance. What the heck? I'm getting like random accents. That he could reveal information about us. Sanan posed. Jojo posed. For a moment, his brows furrowed, then turned to Hijikata. I would like to hear the commander's opinion. With the responsibility of his position invoked, Hijikata had no choice. He sighed and glanced around the room. Last night, I was waiting for the voiceover. Last night, we had to kill some men who broke the code. This kid was in the wrong place at the wrong time. And I imagine you mean to say that's all there is to it? Well, he probably saw something, but I doubt he really understands what it was. I mean, yeah. Even so, this is serious. We can't have, we have bigger things to think about. We have to keep this under wraps. Even Dodoro. I don't know what that is. If rumors get out that the soldiers of the Shinsengumi were thirsty for blood, that would be problematic. I would have had no context. Fuck. I can't. You know what? Maybe I should move on tonight. Context. Shinpachi's words made sense, somehow, and they all knew it. Hijikata's face looked grim. Not even that, like, she would have had no idea. There was nothing that implied they were thirsty for blood. Maybe just like, you know, a little crazy for killing. I don't know. I think Soji had a point. Still, I'll do whatever Hijikata and Kondo tell me to. He looks ugly. I think we ought to let him go. Toto looked troubled. It's not like he knows why they went nuts, you know? Well, now there's context. Wait, what does he mean by that? To be honest, I hadn't really thought about it. See? The character wasn't a threat at all. Hijikata saw my eyes go wide, and I saw his narrow. They flicked to Toto. Shut it, Hesuke. Whoops! No sooner were the words out of Hijikata's mouth than Toto clapped both hands over his own. Toto looks malnourished. He's like the youngest member or something. Or like, he's the youngest captain of the Shinsengumi. Malnourished. What-oh. Well, this is going to make it even harder for us to just let you go. Y'all were planning on killing me anyway. A man should always be ready to face death. You should make your peace with yours. A man? Oh. I thought I was a boy. We all know women have different rights. With everything else that had happened, I'd completely forgotten how I was dressed. Very true. A brave death is always an option. When I was young, I committed honorable suicide. That's a real thing, by the way. Tried to commit seppuku and failed. Although it didn't really stick, did it, Sano? Their jokes were barbaric, but they both broke into raucous, I don't know what that word is, laughter at them. Saito did his best to ignore them. Hijikata, since we can't seem to reach a consensus, can I send the child back to his room? There's still no correction, apparently. Raucous. As he spoke, Saito turned to look at me. If you hear something you shouldn't while you're here, then we'll have no choice but to kill you. Ah! He was right. If I remained with them, then I could easily hear something I wasn't supposed to. I didn't think he'd mention it for my sake, only as a possible concern for the Shinsengumi, but I was still glad he'd brought it up. They're calling her him because they think she's a dude. True. Can you take care of them? Saito nodded. She does she's wearing like typical like male garb. And she just looks like any other pretty boy in this game, so I don't know. I agree, there are too many careless men here. This music. Come on, Sanan, what are you looking at me for? That ought to be pretty obvious. We're in charge of being careless, especially you, Hesuke. She has, Kodachi. No, I think it was Odachi, I think. She has something like that. Hey, back off. It was just a mistake, alright? I could hear Toto's voice rise as everyone turned to look at him. He looked at them for a bit, then turned to me and mumbled in a voice I could barely hear. I was still afraid that I was about to die, so I couldn't bring myself to tell him no harm had been done. But he looked at as though he'd meant what he said, so I gave him an awkward nod. It was the most I could manage. Shall we go? Alright. 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 You can now review the status menu. Oh. We have progressed somehow. Oh, nope. This is a good time to stop. I'm actually... Oh, I almost just... I almost just left. Blah, 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 blah. You can tell a girl from a boy with their shoulders alone. These guys need glasses. To be honest, they're wearing very loose clothing. I need to go take a shower and go to bed. And then tomorrow we play Final Fantasy 14. Aftershock, thank you for hanging around after the raid. Tomorrow is 14. I might also be playing some Phasma with Onirine tomorrow. It's her birthday, I think. Hopefully. We'll see. She doesn't know what to do for her schedule yet. Let's go see who we can raid. Why is it two of my recommendations are both just doing tier lists? You know what? Let's go raid Ham. She's playing Inscription. I have no idea what that is, but I'm pretty sure it's a game I want to play too. Raid Ham. Barristan Claire, thank you. Thank you everybody who came and stayed from the raid. Oh boy, here we go. I actually don't know when I'll be playing Hakuoki again. I think it's just kind of like a meme game to play sometimes. We'll figure it out some other time, maybe off schedule. Oh, I don't know if that's me or Raven, but thanks for sticking around as well. Thank you for the raid. And thank you everybody else for hanging out at midnight time. I'll see you all later. Goodbye.